Graveyard Keeper is a management simulation game developed by Lazy Bear Games. In the game, the main character is transported to a medieval fantasy world after being hit by a car. He takes on the role of the keeper and is told that he must maintain the local graveyard. Soon after, mystery and intrigue ensue. Graveyard Keeper starts quite slow, as you must gather resources and craft items to progress. You start with no money and little resources, so the early to mid game can feel grindy. However, as more upgrades are unlocked, you can produce items that are needed for quests or improvements easier. You have a small house with a workyard where you can build a variety of utilities that will aid you. You can vine press grapes, then ferment wine. You can be a mason and carve stone fences and headstones. And you can cut wood to build storage trunks and work tables. There's freedom of choice, but ultimately, to progress the story, you will have to craft specific items, which will require you to advance the technology to a certain level. So the game effectively guides your hand throughout the quest progression. The combat is basic. There's one slash attack and no means of blocking or evading. The enemy paths are noticeably telegraphed, meaning that clearing all of the dungeon floors that are provided is trivial. Overall, the combat in the game feels like an afterthought, which is a shame because it definitely feels like opportunities for good battle sequences were present. The story of Graveyard Keeper has some interesting elements, particularly around the more mysterious aspects of the lore. The opening cutscene is concise and does a good job of setting up the premise. Cutscenes in the remainder of the game are in-engine and not animated slideshows like the opening cutscene. A lot of the information and dialogue is provided via NPC text boxes, and although the writing is well put together, this can make long conversations laborious to get through. The humour of Graveyard Keeper has moments of greatness and doesn't shy away from leaning into darker material. It has an edge that isn't often seen in games of its like, and it stands out because of it. The music of Graveyard Keeper is suitable and adequate. There are no standout compositions, and although the music suits the game very well, it's not the most memorable collection of pieces. Graveyard Keeper's pixel art is top notch. The water ripple effects, environmental detail and animation is exceptional. The fact that you can see the NPC's chests move when they're breathing kind of freaked me out at first, but you have to appreciate the commitment to detail. Each area feels different and has a lived-in quality. The environments can be cosy and disquieting in equal measure. Graveyard Keeper is a great addition to the management genre. It certainly has a lot to thank games like Stardew Valley for, but it still retains its own identity in spite of being somewhat derivative. If you're in the market for a game that you can sink a lot of time into, which is chilled out and gives you a chuckle from time to time, this is definitely worth a playthrough.